When he was just 22 years old, Dean Butler took on a role that would change his life forever.
I do.
And do you, Laura Elizabeth Ingalls, take this man to be your lawful wedded husband, to love, honor, and cherish, till death do you part?
I do.
Dean Butler starred as Almanzo Wilder on the iconic TV show Little House on the Prairie. He played the man Laura Ingalls would fall in love with and eventually marry. And Little House, believe it or not, celebrates its 50th anniversary this year.
Wow, and Butler has a new book sharing his experiences on the show. It's called Prairie Man, My Little House, Life, and Beyond. And he joins us this morning. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
So when you come into such a popular show like that midstream, are you immediately accepted? Is there good chemistry, or is it just we're going to work today?
Well, Little House was a very welcoming set. So I was made to feel welcome right away. I think I felt a lot of pressure about stepping into this, but the cast as a group and the company was great because the show was so successful. Everyone was very confident that they had something that was working. So it was good.
I'm astonished by, I follow Melissa Gilbert on Instagram, and I'm interested that, there's still conventions, people meeting and wanting to dress like this, and they still want to, this never, it keeps going and going, right, Dean?
Yeah, we had an event in Simi Valley where the show was shot in March. We had 18,000 people from 27 countries come to Simi Valley to celebrate with us over a 3-day period. It was an extraordinary event, and there are events of all different sizes. There's, not as large as that, although there's one in Connecticut in September, which I think is going to be a very big event. Yeah, it's amazing that people continue to love and watch the program. And I just think it resonates for people because it's about love and community and family. And I just think it continues to have a positive connection for people. And I think we need it more than ever before, actually.
Why did you want to act?
I wanted to be seen and heard. I think, and I think your careers, you're probably driven by some of the same things. You just want to be seen and heard. As a kid, I felt pretty anonymous, not really heard at all. And I was looking for a place to fit in. And I think that we all want to find that place where we can excel. And when I discovered public performance and realized that I could do that in some form or fashion, I got a lot of affirmation for it, and that told me that this was a place I needed to be.
Did I read that you actually have some type of ancestral connections to, is it the show or is it the author? Tell me where I'm going there.
So what I wrote about in the memoir is that I have my family, there's some common threads in my family, and I just happen to have them because my great-great-grandfather wrote a book called Genealogy and Recollections, which really told about our story, our family story of coming across the plains and so on, which was very similar to the Wilder stories.
Right.
And so there's no family connection to Almanzo, but there is written record that our life as a family was very similar to this, and that's what I wrote about.
Talk about the first on-screen kiss with Melissa Gilbert. That's about as racy as it got on Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah, we didn't. It was a very chaste kiss. It was a very sweet kiss. It would have been much easier to get done if Melissa's mother hadn't burst into tears 3 times before the kiss could actually happen. So before that kiss happened,
wow.
But on 3 earlier takes, Melissa's mother was crying and stopped the thing, and we had to go back and redo it. Wow. I think Melissa was a little mortified by the whole experience.
Yeah, it's awkward, I'm sure. And it's just, I'm curious. I don't know if you were listening earlier, we were showing highlights of Battle of the Network Stars. That was right in your era. Did you compete in any of those?
Yeah, no, Melissa and I competed together for NBC one year, I think 1982, something like that. Those things were a really fun part about being on a network television series. There there were some cool perks that went along with all of that.
That had to be fun. And you're a producer now, right? A sports producer?
So I do some sports production. I produced the Faraday program for NBC Golf for 10 years. If any of you are golfers and enjoy David Faraday, I was the senior producer on his talk entertainment show for 10 years.
Oh, that's...
We had a great time. We traveled all over the world, talking to golfers, looking at beautiful golf courses. I don't play golf, but I was there to tell stories, that's why I was hired.
I'm curious, when you were not making Little House on the Prairie, what were you watching in the 90s? What was your go-to show?
Yeah, God, what was I? Oh, well, okay, so I never watched Little House before I got it.
Yeah.
Because I was watching Monday Night Football on the West Coast. There was no way I was stepping away from the third quarter of a good game to watch Little House. What was I watching? I think when I think about shows that I loved the Wild Wild West, the Robert Conrad show. That was a terrific show. Happy Days, I watched. I was watching what everybody else was, we were all watching only 3 channels.
Right.
Watching a lot. It was really about family, funny, happy times. Now now I watch a more dysfunctional version of Family every night before I go to bed. I can't get away from Everybody Loves Raymond and reruns.
Oh, I love those too.
Love that show.
Yeah, I think everyone's looking to escape, which is what people like still watching the old Little House episodes for too, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, we like to talk about the fact that more people are watching it now than were watching it when it was new, and it's certainly available, as so many shows are, more now than it ever was before, on streaming services, on cable, on DVD and Blu-ray. It's everywhere, and people keep finding it and watching it and loving it. And after 50 years, it's just, it's really gratifying.
Well, the book is Prairie Man, My Little House Life and Beyond. For more, you can check out Dean's website and Instagram. Great to meet you.
Great to meet you, Dean.
Thank you for having me.
Don't forget your front door keys are still sitting there in the lock. I don't want you to get robbed tonight.
Right behind you. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Be careful.
Good eagle eye.
Larry.
He's
Safety first.
Bye, Dean.
Hey, Mike.